Hey everyone, so in this lesson, we're going to level up your email accessibility by getting two things right: your HTML text and your heading hierarchy. Now, these are small adjustments that make a big difference for screen readers, scannability, and really overall clarity. Now, we're going to walk through the concepts quickly first, and then we'll spend most of our time inside Beefree applying them to this matcha email template. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so before we structure our heading, we need to make sure that the text itself is actually text. So screen readers can only interpret semantic HTML, not images or text that's just visually styled to look like a heading. Now, what is semantic HTML? Well, according to Wikipedia, it's the use of HTML markup to reinforce the semantics or meaning of the information in web pages and web applications, rather than merely to define its presentation or look. Okay, so inside the builder, if we click on this text here, you'll see it's real text and not baked into the image below, which is the matcha in a cup. So this was built using a title block, and we can see that here if we hover over it. There's the label there for title. And with any title block, you can turn the text into a heading, which is very important. It has to be a title block, as paragraph blocks do not have a heading option. Now, with this text selected in the right sidebar under title properties, we can use the title dropdown to set the correct heading level. So for this example, it is our main title, so we'll want to use an H1. And it's important to remember that your H1 is the main idea or title of the entire email. So you should probably only have one. A single H1 gives your email a clear primary purpose, and it helps screen readers announce the email correctly. It also improves the reading experience for everyone, especially people scanning quickly on mobile. Now, when you have multiple H1s, it can confuse assistive technology and make the content feel disorganized. Any major sections that come after your main H1 should use H2s, helping screen readers and your readers understand the structure at a glance. And the best part is that HTML text adapts beautifully to dark mode. It resizes cleanly and is fully readable by assistive technologies. Okay, next up, let's talk about using HTML text blocks instead of images for headings. So HTML text like this is readable, selectable, and semantic. Screen readers understand it, but text baked into an image like this and like this, not so much. Also, we need to avoid making plain text like this text inside this paragraph block, look like a heading by increasing the font size, like so, or bolding it. If it should be a heading, we need to add the proper block. So let's grab a title block from the sidebar, copy and paste the text here, ensure the title is set with the proper heading tag, and it looks like an H3, and then we can delete the old paragraph block. Okay, great. Let's go through one more example now that talks about text inside an image. So like we previously talked about with these images here, if you spot a headline or text that's actually baked into an image, you'll need to replace it with real HTML text by using the title block or paragraph block. In this case, it'll be the paragraph block. And we can drag and drop it onto our canvas. We'll need to add copy now that contains the words antioxidant and relax and focus. So maybe something like packed with antioxidants to help you relax and focus. Great. And then we'll need to change the styling now to match. So we can do that here in the right panel. And then we'll need to delete the images if they're no longer needed. Or in this case, it's probably fine if we simply re-upload them without the text baked in. And I can do that like so. Okay, great. Then we can continue to tweak the styling if we want, change the font size, the weight, etc., all while keeping the HTML text and semantic tag intact. HTML text allows screen readers to parse the message. It helps SEO for web versions and keeps your content flexible for dark mode, mobile, and high contrast settings. So even when you think you've nailed the heading hierarchy, it's easy to miss something. That's why you should always QA your email designs using Beefree's Smart Check tool. Beefree Smart Check is an automated QA tool that reviews your email or page for common issues before you hit publish or export. Think of it as a built-in proofreader that knows email best practices. We'll take a deeper look in another video, but for now, Here's the key takeaway. SmartCheck can quickly tell you if you forgot to use headings altogether, or even if you accidentally added more than one H1, for example. It's an easy way to double-check your structure and keep your design accessible. To use SmartCheck inside your email, go to the top navigation bar and click on the SmartCheck icon. SmartCheck runs a scan of your design every 3 seconds, even without opening it. Let's take a look at the headings included and primary heading found section. If these show all clear, our email is in good shape. If it's an issue, just click on it and Beefree takes you directly to the element in question so you can fix it. Heading issues are one of the most common accessibility barriers in email and one of the easiest to fix once you know what to look for. SmartCheck keeps you honest and consistent. So that brings us to the end of our video. To recap what we learned, we talked about the importance of HTML text and not using text-styled images. We talked about the importance of a clean heading hierarchy, using only one H1. And of course, SmartCheck, which is a great tool to use to avoid mistakes and keep you on track. These tiny choices make a huge difference in how usable, readable, and inclusive your emails become, and your subscribers will definitely feel it. Thanks for watching.